You're listening to KGPC 96.9 FM Oakland and streaming online at www.kgpc969.org. This is the Anything Can Happen show with Kenya Asa, Quezzy Dreams, and your man, Cat Fitness. Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm going to say we have a power couple. Well, half of a power couple, like Beyonce and Jay-Z kind of thing going on right now today.
The Beyonce and Jay-Z of healthy food.
Of healthy food.
Right.
You heard it here first. Can you give our guests a proper introduction over there, Miss Kenya?
I certainly can. I am so happy to welcome our guest today, you guys. This is children's book author and entrepreneur, Maya Cameron Gordon, and she has been living a plant-based lifestyle for the past 5 years. In 2019, she helped co-found Vegan Mob with one of our guests and friends and her husband.
One of our first guests.
Yeah. And her husband, business partner, Toriano Gordon. Whoop, shout out to Toriano.
Shout out Toriano, Vegan Mob.
Vegan Mob. So Maya believes that drinking one smoothie a day is one of the easiest and most healthy things a person can do for themselves. This knowledge mixed with her skill and talent for making delicious and healthy smoothies inspired her to create Bougie Smoothie, a smoothie establishment juice bar that mixes health with the themes of hip-hop, Bay Area culture, and women's empowerment. Maya is excited to share her delicious smoothies and juices, all made from organic and plant-based ingredients, with the world. I do have to admit, y'all, she brought some, and I am knee deep.
I know you're supposed to be saving. You supposed to be saving it. We was going to do all.
Well,
like
you know what? I did not get the memo. I jumped up. I haven't eaten yet today. Thank God she brought these, and mine is almost gone.
Oh my goodness!
And it is incredibly delicious. I
have to say. Let's talk to the owner. Please. Welcome to the building, Maya. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me out.
Oh yes. You look happy to be here, and we appreciate that. Thank you for your presence. First question: why Bougie Smoothie?
Why Bougie Smoothie? Well, like she said, drinking smoothies is probably one of the best things that I've done for myself, for my health. It's something that I do every day. But it sounds so simple.
Just having a smoothie.
It is. It's like just that simple.
Mixed into a cup. For real.
Yeah, it's an easy way to get the vegetables into your diet. You know, for a lot of us, it's more difficult. Some of us weren't raised with eating healthy.
So how were you raised? Like, what was your typical breakfast? Like growing up,
breakfast cereal.
Or just
I would say my favorite Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs. Shout out to Cocoa Puffs.
What is it? Lucky Charms.
Oh my goodness.
That's how we were brought up. I'm 1990, and a lot of me and my peers. That's what we ate.
Man, that's dope. So you can put vegetables in a smoothie.
You sure can.
Oh yes,
really?
You can.
What kind of vegetables?
That what it do? Honeydew has a little bit of spinach, so I'd say spinach is probably one of the easiest things to put in this smoothie because you don't really taste it, but you still getting the benefits.
Yeah. And it also breaks down easily.
Right.
Spinach breaks down really easily into a smoothie. So what I want to know is why smoothies? You know, so I know that they're for not everybody, it's not an easy thing. You know, some people don't have a really good blender because not everybody's gonna have like a Vitamix, you know what I mean? So like, is that what inspired you to like bring it to people, since you were thinking, you know, maybe not everybody has access or the knowledge of how to put together a good smoothie or a healthy smoothie?
Yeah, there's that, and also it's like I want people to go and get a blender. It's not something that's hard to do, but sometimes it's easier to get started doing something when there's easy accessibility and
when it's convenient, when it's just right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, people are lazy.
Right.
Well, I don't know about that, Kat. I don't think that people are
lazy.
Not always. I think that people are uninformed. Like she was just saying.
There's so much information out there. Stop making excuses for the people
I'm not making excuses for the people, but what I'm saying is, what Maya was saying is that also too, that not everybody grows up with the knowledge of healthy eating. You know, if you don't grow up with it, you don't know. You think that spinach is something that comes in a frozen Stouffer's package. You know, a lot of people just don't know.
Oh,
It's
my
to show prove I'm
So,
wrong.
Can you tell us? So you brought us all delicious smoothies today.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh,
Can we
my
go down the
goodness.
line and tell our viewers and everybody what the smoothie is, and we'll give them a little bit of our own personal feedback.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
So what I got?
going live.
Yeah, what we got going on right here? What kind of smoothie is this?
My favorite. What to do, honey do.
So I got the what to do, honey do
Yeah.
right here. Okay, let's see.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
What
goodness.
do you taste in there, Cat?
Cat Fitness.
I definitely taste the honeydew.
Yeah.
He tastes the honeydew.
No, that's where you get the sugars. That's where you taste the sugar.
That's
Okay.
I can taste a little bit of the spinach, but it's something else. There's something else
What
in
is
there.
it? It's that Bougie Smoothie magic.
Is it like sea moss or something in here?
Got sea moss.
You got
It
sea
got
moss
sea-
for you.
Ooh, look
Oh
at
my
that! I get
God.
extra credit points,
I
y'all.
got a professional tongue.
Man, what else is in there? Like strawberries?
There's no strawberries.
No strawberries?
Oh, he got an X
Okay.
mark.
Ooh.
You
10
got
push-ups
two
for me.
more. Two more.
Two more.
You drop it to the back.
How many ingredients, first of all?
Wait, I gotta count it for that.
You're gonna have me go out. So
We got some
I
other
got the
smoothie to
spinach.
taste,
I got
my brother.
the honeydew, obviously.
Got
by the name.
5.
5 ingredients?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me go back
Is
to
it bananas?
You know what? I didn't include that in my list when I counted it,
Pineapple.
but there's a little bit. Yes, bam.
pineapple.
That's
I got
one
the
of them.
pineapple. So that's 3. I got 2
Avocado.
more.
No.
No, it's not
This one,
avocado.
I'm just
Not
throwing
nope.
stuff out there.
Avocado. Hold on.
Oh my goodness. Come on, Cat.
You ready?
We
You
count
want me to
on
tell
you,
you?
brother.
Okay, no, I got 4 of them
Okay.
at least. I'm missing one ingredient.
Still wants to guess.
Huh? No, go ahead. What is it?
Mint.
Mint?
Mint.
Oh,
Mint.
And she did
mint.
say it
Wow.
was. She did say it had a
That's
little minty
shocking.
flavor in there.
Yeah.
Too. I
Okay.
forgot.
What does Quezzy have over there?
Let's
What
see.
is
What
Quincy
you got,
have?
Quezzy?
First off, Quincy got yellow. For all our live viewers tuning into us at ACH.show, we genuinely appreciate you. But I got this yellow smoothie right here. What is this called?
Popping pineapple.
It's called yellow.
Uh-huh.
I
It's
want
called
that. I want
yellow.
that yellow stuff in the back.
He
yellow
wanted, he
stuff.
wanted
I want
his
the-
he wanted his
the
drink
bright
to
yellow.
match to accessorize with his
You already know.
outfit.
You already know. I got the
Yes.
yellow. I got the yellow hoodie on today to match this yellow smoothie. But let me give it a taste. Doggone it. That tastes like sunlight. That's the ingredient right there. Sunlight.
Sunlight.
And I'm done. But what's in it? So maybe some pineapple,
So you have pineapple. I said
Pineapple.
pineapple.
mango,
Pineapple, mango.
Woo.
Have a little bit of banana.
A little bit of banana. What else is yellow? You got some yellow bell peppers in
I
there?
don't. No, I
What
don't think
else
that
is
would
yellow?
taste too good.
You got some
Orange,
yellow
maybe some
carrots,
orange.
Not in this
Some
one.
yellow.
Come on.
I'm about to toss it up,
Organic juices.
I'm about to toss
Organic
it up.
juices?
You got a
Sea
gold
moss.
Rolex in there? A gold Rolex?
Hey.
No.
You got the sea moss?
Yeah, you drink it and you
I
gotta
don't
do
know.
what you gotta do to go
Strawberries?
get one.
Strawberry?
No strawberries.
What's it?
Pineapple.
Yellow cherries?
Pineapple.
Pineapple was the first
Mango.
one.
Oh.
Or
Mango.
Pineapple,
It's
mango.
called popping pineapple.
It's
Oh.
not pineapple, but it
Yeah, I
could
didn't
be
hear
in the
that part.
sequel. I don't know. She could be trying to throw us off. It's a riddle.
Lord.
I don't know. What else? What am I missing? You got some mints in here too?
No mint. That's it. We got pineapple, mango, organic juices, and that thing,
Okay.
and we have a little bit of banana. Not too much though, because
Wow, that's it.
most
A little
people are
hint-
like
A
me.
hint of banana.
It adds a
Wow.
little sweetness, but it's not too banana-y.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Okay, let's pass the mic to Kenny. What you got?
Okay, so I have the where's the front? Okay, I've got this thicker than a snicker. And so
That's appropriate for you.
Wait, are you calling me thick?
I'm just
Because thank
I don't
you.
know.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're very
Okay.
welcome.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna say obviously chocolate and banana.
Mm-hmm.
Sea moss.
No, but
No
you can
sea
add
moss in
it.
here.
Wait,
can
what
add
kind of is it? Regular chocolate or dark chocolate, cocoa powder? Like what kind
Cacao.
It is, yes,
Cacao?
natural raw cacao.
Raw
So,
cacao.
I only know that
guys.
because it's vegan friendly.
Okay, so man, I'm not great at this. Banana, chocolate. I'm gonna say water.
No.
Water?
There's no water in it.
She's watering down her drink.
Something like that, right?
Almond milk, oat milk,
Oat milk.
oat milk.
Oat milk.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
shoot.
God, I don't know what else. What else? Tell me.
That one's one of our more simple. So it has the
Okay.
natural raw cacao. It has banana. It has oat milk. It has some plant-based yogurt. Just a little bit of that to add some sweetness to it, since we're dealing with cacao.
Yeah.
That's
What
it.
kind of yogurt is it? Coconut yogurt or
Vanilla. It's
Is it-
vanilla plant-based yogurt.
Yummy.
Vanilla plant-based
So-
yogurt. Made out of what? Like cashew?
It is made out of coconut.
yeah,
Yeah,
coconut
goodness
yogurt. Yeah.
gracious.
So this is really, really, really good.
Oh, good.
So you're telling people to go get it.
Yes, I'm telling people to go get it, but I'm also a huge smoothie making fanatic. I make a lot, I grow a lot of my own food, fruits and vegetables and kale and all this other stuff. Spinach. I grew Malabar spinach last year. So I make a lot of smoothies, and this is really good. It makes me want to rethink what I'm doing, because this is really good.
All right, so Maya, quick question. A lot of people are good at making smoothies. My wife is actually great at making smoothies, but you turned your passion, your hobby, into an actual business, right? How did you get from here to there?
Okay, well, I had finished the book, so for like the last couple years before I started the business, I had worked really, really hard on trying to get my book published.
Wait, what book is this?
So it's called The Mermaid Princesses. It's
She's multi-talented.
Is that about smoothies? That's a new smoothie drop.
It's featuring 3 black mermaids, and so it's kind of a long story. But you know, I didn't see a lot of things for my daughter. I didn't see a lot of children's books, and wasn't seeing a bunch of shows that had characters that looked like her. So yeah, I made one.
Oh, I want to get that book too, because
thank you.
I actually collect black mermaids.
Oh, what?
I have a black mermaid collection.
That is so random. That's like
it's so random, but it's totally true. Anyway,
why mermaids?
Mermaids?
Yeah.
My daughter loves mermaids.
Wow.
I love mermaids. But yeah, they're gonna publish it January 2023. So
so it hasn't even dropped. This is the exclusive.
No. Yeah.
This is exclusive.
Congratulations.
Oh my goodness. Where can people get the book?
They're going to be able to get it everywhere. Barnes and Nobles, at all the bookstores.
At the drugstore?
No,
at the liquor store?
Maybe not there.
all places where you can buy children's books, Quincy. All places you can buy children's books.
People literally got children.
Oh my God.
Thank you for that, Maya. Thank you. So, how did it go? I assume you started in your kitchen. Like, were you just putting some ingredients together?
Well, it all started in the kitchen.
Okay.
I made a smoothie. It's one of the things that I'm one of the best things I'm able to do for myself is drink a smoothie every day. It's one of the most healthy things, and that's something I want to share with the community. But so after I sold my book to HarperCollins, I found myself having too much free time, and I wasn't sure what to do with myself. And so it's something that I prayed on.
Problem.
And then one day I'm in the car with my husband and my stepdaughter.
Wait,
and the
who's
name
your husband?
Toriano.
Wait, shout out to Vegan Mom?
Yep.
Toriano, that was our first guest ever.
Yep, that's him.
Interesting.
So I'm in the car with him and my stepdaughter, and randomly the name Bougie Smoothie came to me. And I'm like, you know what? That's a dope name. Somebody's got to do that.
God speaking to you.
Yeah, somebody's got to do that. And like I'd say within 5 minutes, I looked to the back seat where my stepdaughter was, and I said, Mina, we got to do this.
Oh, so you made her an instant business partner.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Start early.
And what's Mina's age?
Mina has just turned 21 years old, and she named the Poppin' Pineapple.
Oh, fantastic.
So she named the Poppin' Pineapple.
She did. There in that car ride. She said, okay, Maya, you got to have one called Poppin' Pineapple.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's incredible. And it sounds like, based on what you're saying, it sounds like you're another natural born entrepreneur. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, I would say so. I remember being really young. I just changed my life around because I used to get in trouble when I was younger, and I remember. But I remember I used to hustle books. I used to get them. I used to get them free from the library, and I was young.
Free 99.
No, so the library has giveaways, and so I remember I would go there on the giveaway days, and then I turned my mama's pantry into just like a little mini library, and I would sell them on Amazon.
Wait,
so that's like the first thing that I did. I was like about 19, 20 years old.
Oh wow. That's incredible. So you always like having freedom, having control of your time. I always like working for myself. I always like working for myself. Yes. Okay, fantastic. And what? Go ahead, Kat.
I was gonna say. So I know earlier you said you wanted to be more healthier.
Yeah.
Like, so growing up, it didn't, like you were saying, you were eating like all the processed cereals that we all grew up on and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, when was the point in your life that you realized that he's like, man, something needs to change with my health? Like, when did you have that epiphany?
That didn't happen for me until I would say until I was an adult, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, because that's all that I knew. I thought that I needed to get healthy in other ways, but not necessarily with nutrition and what I was eating.
So what was the first change? Was it just the smoothies, or did you also start eating differently? I know eventually you guys went vegan.
Yes.
Because that's how the vegan mob came about. But
that's right.
What were the steps to it? Because I think so many people think it has to be like night or day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like either I'm vegan or I'm not. Right. But was that for you, or did you kind of like take certain steps and it's just like, okay, I'm starting to make smoothies, I'm starting to eat less meat now, what was that for you?
Well, I think that, so the first thing that happened was I watched a couple of documentaries.
Okay.
One of them was Cowspiracy. After I watched that was the last time I ate meat.
I love that one. Netflix?
Yeah, I think that's Netflix, I believe. And then I saw What the Health, about a year later. Yeah. And then I had absolutely no interest in eating cheese after I saw that documentary. And
it's terrifying.
Why?
It's terrifying.
What'd you see?
What did I see?
Yeah.
It was just more of like the information they shared about cheese and how bad it is for you. Yeah. I also
we're the only mammals that drink another.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
And once you hear somebody describe cheese as cow pus, it's really, really hard to go back.
Let's not scare away our dairy eaters.
No, I'm not. Why is the truth scary though? That's all. And what about did you watch Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead?
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead 1 and 2. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
But, so, a lot of people see those documentaries, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then something changes for a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How did that make like an everlasting impression on you? Because some people are like, oh, I'm gonna go vegan.
Yeah.
And then they do it and it only lasts like a few months and they go back to their old ways. Like, how long have you been doing it now?
Man, I haven't even counted. When was it? I was in my bachelor's program when I stopped eating meat. And I want to say my daughter was 2 and she is now about to be 8. So that's about 6 years. Yeah.
So I'm going on my 6-year anniversary as well.
Okay.
Of like no meat, no dairy, no fish.
Okay.
But 6 years is a long time to do anything.
Yeah.
People can't even get to a 6-year relationship, let alone change their diet. So like what made it stick for you?
I would say community, definitely. When you have somebody that's there doing it with you, it makes it a lot easier. And so not only did I stop eating meat, but my husband, obviously. Wow. My father stopped and he got into Dr. Sebi and CMOS. He's the one that turned me on to CMOS. My mom, I had my mom watch that documentary and she stopped. Wow. So it wasn't just me, it was all the people I was around.
All your loved ones.
Did you get any resistance or pushback from people in your life?
No, my circle's small. I just named my circle basically. So no, not really.
They say, when you have a small circle, it's easier to move like that.
That's
right.
What I'm saying?
That's true.
When you have too many people in your circle, it's more influence, not always in the best way.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, because you mentioned your parents.
Mm-hmm.
That is very often where a lot of us plant-based people have serious challenges.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? I did.
Yes. Okay. So there's no way for me to even try it with my parents. There's just there's no way. They think I'm crazy. They're scared of my cooking. Mm-hmm. They're just So why are your parents more open-minded?
It's crazy because I didn't think that they would be, especially my dad. Mm-hmm. I didn't think so, but one thing that I did is I didn't push them. Mm-hmm. I just subtly turned on the show in front of them and I let them make their own decision. And
sneaky.
So Netflix just happened to pop on that day.
Sneaky, I love it.
It was more of like what do you, I recently watched this. What do you think of this? It wasn't like I know my family. I know better than to come at them and tell them what they need to do. So I really just let them make their own decision.
But I think that's anybody in life. When you try to push anything on somebody, you get a lot more resistance than kind of just like living your best life and allowing them to kind of just see and be more curious and then want more feedback. Because that's like the route I went with my mom, because initially I wanted her because I knew of all the health benefits, but when I was pushing it, oh man, it was like two lions in a cage together, and I was like, okay, let me back up, slow down, and approach this situation in a different way. And now over the years, slowly but surely, she's going in that direction naturally, just by seeing me be so consistent.
Yeah, right. Some people just want to move at their own pace.
That's the truth. And I remember back in the late 80s, I'm talking like 1989, I read John Robbins of the Baskin Robbins fame, John Robbins' book, Diet for a New America. And that, he grew up with a ice cream shaped swimming pool in his backyard.
Wow.
And that's what started me kind of really considering the whole problems with the dairy industry and all that other stuff, just reading that book. So way back then, but still, it didn't stop me from eating ice cream at that time, let me tell you, and so everybody really does have to make their own decision if they're ever going to make any changes, because people don't like other people telling them what to do.
Yeah.
You don't like to be told what to do. Yeah.
And speaking of changes, correct me if I'm wrong, but you just opened up your first location.
I sure did.
Yeah.
Wow. Where's
January
it at?
21st. It is 5646 Bay Street. We are
Bay
open
Street
from
in Emeryville.
Oh,
you really bougie.
I went to the other Oakland.
Man,
the other Oakland.
You know what? I'm so proud of us. It's not just me, but we have at least 3 other Black-owned businesses on Bay Street. 2 directly right across the street from me. 1 a little further up. So.
Wow.
Come on.
That is so
You're
exciting.
taking over Bay Street, y'all.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Because isn't that where the bead shop, the waist bead shop is? I think that's
I think they got is it the van store? Well, we're not giving
nobody
advertisement.
Check out,
but that's a good location.
Check out Foreign Family and check out Spoiled. Both Black-owned businesses on Bay Street. They're doing the thing right across the street from me.
Wow.
And I'm located 5646 Bay Street.
We might have to get them in the studio.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
absolutely. Right. And real quick, Maya, what inspired you to do this? Like, who in your life is an inspiration for the moves that you're making?
Okay, with Bougie Smoothie specifically?
Or in general?
Yeah, let's do
Bougie Smoothie. Yeah.
I always gotta say my husband.
Jackson, put me on the
spot. Okay. Oh, anybody else? Just your husband?
I mean, I have so many different inspirations every single day, so it's hard for me to say. But as an entrepreneur, my number 1 inspiration is definitely my husband.
Wow. Yeah. That's incredible. See, y'all a power couple.
Yeah.
I told you, Beyonce and Jay.
Right. Well, let me ask you about, as a mom, right? How are you affecting or inspiring your kids? And so are they thinking along these entrepreneurial lines?
Oh my God, yes.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me how.
My daughter, I can't. This girl, she
the youngest one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she, okay. The other day, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, my husband comes home and he sees a sign on the front door that says, if you have a messy house, what did she say? She said, call, she gave my number. She said to call that number, and she has a cleaning business. So, and she's 7 years old. She also, she made something of the different massages that she could give me, my husband, and her grandmother. And she charged had different amounts for how much each different massage costs. A hand massage costs about $50. A head massage costs about $150.
She lives in the Bay Area.
Wow.
That's the cost of living.
The prices are high here in the Bay Area. She knows her worth. Let's put it like that. She knows her worth.
Absolutely.
But she's gotten to see it all. She was at the farmers markets with us a few years ago. She's seen everything.
Okay. Wow. That's dope. That's dope.
Great.
And doggone it, that question just left my mind.
I want to ask you, how many kids do you have, Maya?
I have 2. So I have my stepdaughter, who is 21, and then we have our youngest, who is about to turn 8 at the end of this month.
Wow.
Yep. Both
raising up the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So part of our mission as the Anything Can Happen show is to talk to dreamers and aspiring entrepreneurs or people who just want to make a difference, right? And something that I feel like holds people back is the setbacks that come along with that journey. So what What if any setbacks have you experienced on the road to Bougie Smoothie?
Fear.
Like what kind of fear?
I mean, every time that you elevate in life, you know, you're gonna encounter a little bit of resistance. It's how we grow. Like when I was working out with you, you know, when it's not always just
pick up the bigger weights, Maya.
Exactly. No, you're too big. No, I was ready for him.
I know you was a beast in the gym. But I think, you know, sometimes we can feel like not worthy. You know, like how can I achieve this? You know, especially when we grew up in communities that you don't see entrepreneurship like as much, you know, with families and different things like that. And then now you're stepping into a new realm. And you're like, oh my God, can I do this? You start, you know, that self-doubt.
That is scary.
Yeah, so self-doubt probably was one of them. And then I feel like through this process, I had to learn how to trust myself because I kept asking myself, am I doing the right thing? Because the idea came to me randomly. And it's like within 48 hours, I already was registering the name. Like everything moves so dang fast. Yeah. So
that's not random. That's not random. That's that's a sign.
Right.
At all.
Yeah.
And like, how did you get the funding for your business?
So I had sold the book to HarperCollins. And so they had given me a cool little something. Wow. And so I basically had to walk on faith, and all the money that I got from HarperCollins, I invested into Bougie Smoothie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has it paid off so far?
It has. It definitely has.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So when I let me ask you, when you first decided to, what were you doing? Did you have you ever had like been employed by somebody else, or have you always been self-employed?
God, yes, I have. Sometimes you gotta do, you know, something that doesn't work for you in order to know what you need to do.
Yes.
So yeah, no, I have.
Yeah. So did you, when you decided to step away from doing that and to really step into your real purpose, you know, what were you given any kind of like backlash or anything from outside sources? Was there anybody telling you, you know, oh, you shouldn't do that, you should stick to what you know, what's a sure thing? Or was everybody kind of pushing you and encouraging you?
I'm so picky about my circle and the people that I have around me that no, I don't think that I have any pushback at all. And even with the job, like the job that I did recently, the only job that I had in the last 3 years, that was a cool situation. And my boss was very understanding. And also, you know, he wanted to see the best for me. So,
you know, yeah.
Nice.
So are there any, you know, it's Women's History Month, of course, and what women in your life inspire you to do the things that you do?
My mom is a huge inspiration and a wonderful support to me. Oof. Okay, let me think about this though too. So definitely my mom is definitely number one. But there's a lot of other like peers that also inspire me. Okay, Danielle from Project Level. She's somebody that I watch and am inspired by.
Wow. Shout out to Danielle.
Shout out Danielle. My girl Jasmine, she's a friend of mine, and she's doing her thing right now, just walking in faith, and she has a program where she's like a life coach, and she works with a group, you know, groups of women. And so shout out Jasmine, she's somebody that inspires me. Oh, I see Danielle on there.
Hey Danielle.
Who else inspires me? Oh man.
And it can be like historical to like Michelle Obama or like Oprah.
Oh man, Oprah is a huge she's a huge inspiration. Oprah. I have too many though. You put me on the spot.
No worries. It's all good.
So we're gonna take a quick music break, y'all. You're listening to KGPC 96.9 FM Oakland and streaming online at www.kgpc969.org. This is the Anything Can Happen show with Kenya Asa, Quezzy Dreams, and your man Cat Fitness.
Once a goal is achieved, what motivation leads? What more do you need? What do you want for your deeds? Titles, goats, and idols publicly facing trials. Adults moving like childs, conservative versus wild. Pursue the smiles, rolling the sea of tears. Releasing the need for fears, Ben's head like this. Buck the system, trust the victims, cancel the heroes. Grab all the zeros and stack them up underneath you. How can I care enough for the plight of all of these people? They like fitting all on oil and siphon it in the needle. Lethal, force police to beat you when you resist them. Allow me to self-govern or give them masses to kiss them. Well wishes to send them. I fail friends who miss him, all upon hard times. Why you wanna diss him? Get down, you wanna kick him. That's inherently bad. You say the word deadbeat and think inherently dash. She said the pain was insurmountable, too hard of a task. They blame you for silent suffering. You should've just asked. Crash on couches, box springing abandoned houses. Difference between what's seen in a dream. 10,000 hours, 10,000 hours on $10 an hour. Hi, I'm from a planet where the cloud equates to power. Soon to tell you that your best self is in the past. Say what you say, I'm getting dressed up for every class. Every chance I'm trying to give it my all. Plans of living bigger, it ain't cool to feel small. Oh, you saucy, bro, you wrong. Why you kill him like that? Different pair every day. I like feeling like that. Cause when you black, I just wanna see the world. I just wanna see this world. I just wanna. Obsessing with selling shells down on the seashore. 21s and 2s, where's the 3-4s? Plenty detours. Everybody special, huh? Why me, Lord? Pulling out the truth, stayed in too long. Who am I to say who's right and who's wrong? I'm only human whose sights on God. Who see her in the mirror? Everybody top tier. Who's bringing in the rear? You lie cause you lied to. What's it all tied to? How you know you can't if you never even tried to? What if the mentally ill seen it a little too real? What is normal anyway? How do you feel? I'm finna pull away the layers, see what lies at the core. Made a leap on the prayer down to pry open doors. Salt in the wounds up a still open sore. Locked on a tune that I never did before. Perfection is just a section away. Confession play by play. Hey, I'm Reggie Miller in the final minute. Ready for the future, for the next frame. Shopping, good game, shopping like I'm Chen Green. Fitting through the day, give a thought about the living. If they're in a better place, who would they consider the victims? Consider it a blessing if you live to tell the story. Take it to the world, tell them who to get the glory. I just wanna see the world. I just wanna see the world. I just wanna see the world. Hell yeah, we finna celebrate. No, deep Blesso. Hell yeah, we finna celebrate.
And that was See the World by D. Blesso featuring Kate Lamont and Brian Simmons off their featured album, The Rich and Saucy. Man, that slaps, y'all.
That was incredible.
Hey, they right out of Rich City too. They right out of Richmond.
Right out of Richmond.
Right out of Richmond, California.
Wow.
Come on, shout out
I can see it. Are they on the radio?
They are now.
Really?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We are the radio.
Man, I know you can find them on all streaming platforms, so check it out.
Okay, incredible. Well, shout out to D. Blesso. Hopefully, we get him on the show one day. We're gonna make that happen. But let's get back to our wonderful guest for today. Can you introduce yourself, man? Or reintroduce yourself?
Maya from Bougie Smoothie.
Maya from Bougie Smoothie.
Maya Cameron Gordon.
There we go. Cameron Gordon, of course, the wife of Toriano Gordon, who is the owner of Vegan Mob, or the co-owner, I should say. But that being said, we were talking before the break about, being Women's History Month. Shout out to the women and some of the women that inspired you in your life. Like you mentioned your mom, right? And what specifically was your mom's impact on your life?
Well, we didn't always, it was hard for my mom because my mom was oftentimes single mom raising 2 kids. Her daughter acted a little crazy at times. So she was just a very strong woman, and she loved her children, and she was very dedicated to us as well. So she's taught me a lot about being a woman and also a lot about being a mother.
See, and I'm a parent, you're a parent, Kenya has kids as well, but it's so funny because I keep on hearing you say that, you weren't the best kid, like in the sense of, probably getting in a little bit of trouble, stuff like that back in the day. But look how you turned out.
Yeah.
Like we're always so concerned about our kids being perfect.
Yeah.
But I think life has to give us certain lessons to get to a certain point.
Yeah.
We only learn through experience.
Yes.
And you experienced life and you got to this point, and now you're educating and inspire others that come from the same community that you come from to do something different. I think that's super powerful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It is. And you mentioned like your mom taught you about being a woman. Like, what would you say is the most important lesson, or maybe one of the most important lessons that she's taught you?
Okay. And now I don't know if there's a huge difference between, it's being a good human being. She's taught me that it's okay to be different, to be my own person. She's taught me about kindness and caring for other people. And just like, I don't know, she's instilled a lot of values in me. I care a lot about helping other people. I think beyond myself and what can I personally do to make this world a better place.
That's powerful. Shout out to the moms. And what's your mom's name?
Carol Sanderson.
Shout out to Carol.
Yeah.
Shout out to Carol Sanderson.
Carol. Yeah, that's a beautiful lesson because we do have oftentimes in our communities when we're raising children, especially the generations before us, can often be so fearful of teaching our kids that it's okay to be different and that it's okay to step outside of the box and stuff like that. So that's really amazing that she was able to instill that in you, that you can make your own box, really, so that's incredible. Something to pass down for your own children too.
Right.
Of course. And what did your mom say when you told her you wanted to start Bougie Smoothie?
My mom is like so careful about she'll just tell me, you do what you think is right. Wow. She doesn't want to influence. She wants the decision to come from me. Basically,
that's
so
dope.
She's careful. She's careful. She's careful about what she says.
Not projecting her fears onto you.
Yeah, she doesn't try to do that.
Amazing.
That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, so she was like, either way, she basically was like, either way, you're gonna kill it. If you open it, you're gonna kill it. If you decide to go with this other route, you're gonna kill it. So it's up to you what you want to do.
Wow, that's amazing. Shout out to Carol Sims.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, as an author, I'm also an author, and I want to know when you decided to push your book forward. So you went did you originally go with HarperCollins, or did you self-publish? Because self-publish. Okay, you self-publish, because a lot of these days it's self-publishing is the thing. And so you started with that, and then what made you want to move forward with HarperCollins.
Well, I didn't start with that. I didn't start with that. I always knew that I wanted to get published by a major publisher because I wanted the world to see it.
Yeah.
I didn't just, not that, there's anything wrong with this, but I didn't just want a limited amount of places that people would have access to the book. And I didn't know how many people would be able to see it if I just put it on Amazon. So I just knew that I wanted to have it at Barnes & Nobles, all the bookstores across the country, and that I wanted more kids to be able to see this book. So I did, I reached out to the major publishers. I say it like that's an easy thing to do, but I mean, I submitted. It was like my manuscript was one of God knows how many other ones that slid through whoever's office, and I never heard anything. So I knew that I had to keep on going. Shout out to Jesse Bird, by the way, because he really played a huge part in helping me to get published. He's out of Oakland, and he's an award-winning children's book author. But so I tried to do that, and I just couldn't give up. So it reached a point where I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to put this book out myself. I'm going to show them that I could raise how much money I can raise. And I came back at them one more time, having already published the book. I had the result. It was illustrated already. And then they were ready to talk about it.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. That's an incredible story. And obviously it's fed into this journey with Bougie Smoothie. But outside of course, writing books and being a mom and being a business owner, like what are your hobbies? What do you like to do?
Well, these days I'm not getting to do too much.
Run businesses.
I'm really a family person. So I just love I love being with my people. I love being with my husband, my stepdaughter, my daughter. I love to travel and explore new places.
Yeah.
What's one place you would like to explore?
Oh man, there's so many of them.
If we could give you a ticket now, say, here you go.
Brazil. I have always wanted to go there.
Yeah, that sounds super dope. That's super dope.
Yeah.
And were you at Black Joy Parade?
Oh man, I keep missing it every year.
Oh my God, I'm so mad I missed it this year.
I've been wanting to go too, but it's like I find out about it too late. But next year I'm definitely gonna be there.
You didn't see the bus with the big sticker wrapped around?
No.
Come on, Black Joy Parade. Reach the people.
I'm so mad I missed it.
It was super dope. So, other than that, there's a common saying. I'm a business owner as well, and so are Kenya and Kat actually. But there's a saying that your network is your net worth, right? Or like you're the. I know Nipsey Hussle talked about if the people in your circle don't inspire you, you have a cage, right? So like who inspires you that's in your circle that you like try and stay close to, maybe like a mentor, right? And like what impact would you say they've had on your journey?
Well, I tell you, I gotta do more. Spending time with other folks. Right now, I'm keeping it at with my family. To be honest with you, because I haven't been having so much time. But even that right there, the net worth, my husband, I would say mostly my family right now.
Wow. And that's super cool, right? Like, I know, well, what would you recommend? Like, it seemed like you and the family are super close, right? Which is incredible. And I'm sure not everybody can say that or maybe like relate to that. Like, what would you advise for people whose family might not be their circle?
Yeah. I think that first, you might have to spend some time alone. That was my experience and the changes that I've made in my life. It's get comfortable being by yourself and working on yourself before you want to present yourself to the people that, you ideally want to be around. Get comfortable being by yourself, work on yourself, try to find, a good support system who could be there for you at that time. The most positive individuals that you have in your life, surround yourself around those people, and then you kind of work yourself up.
Wow. That was great advice.
Yes, it truly was, because sometimes you can love people, but they can be on a whole different vibration. Right. They can be operating on a whole different vibration. They can be negative and not even know they're being negative.
Man, I've been there, even with family. I have been in very negative places in my life before.
Yeah. And one thing I recommend is for people, like I know me personally, I burn really hot, right? And I've had to learn to, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, like some people take longer than others, right? And that's not a bad thing at all, but I know I'm somebody, like, I like to lead from the front. Some people prefer to like feel things out. That doesn't mean they won't come around. So I'm suggesting to everybody who's listening that has a big vision or a big dream, like your family or close friends don't support you, just be patient.
And
right?
sometimes
like,
you have to be okay with them never coming around, because some people will never come around.
Yes,
you know,
Facts.
you have to do you anyway.
Yeah, I've definitely had to make my peace with that with a few people in my life.
So what are some of like your, like, I feel like everybody that we've had come on the show that's super successful like yourself has some kind of like routine for themselves, like how they start off their day. Do you have a routine that you go to? Is it like, you know, meditation? Is it working out? Do you have any of those things implemented?
Well, Cat Fitness, my coach. I am trying to get back into the groove, but there's definitely things that have helped me get to where I'm at now, and that is I practice visualization. Ooh, and I write a lot, and that's like a everyday routine that I do. I like to it's how I manifest things in my life is I write all my goals as if they've already happened. So
can you give us an example of something that you've written that has manifested for you?
Everything that I have in my life right now. So
how do you word it, if you don't mind?
Bougie Smoothie. I saw it before it ever, became a reality. I saw what it looked like. I saw everything where I hung things on the wall. And I'm telling you, walk into Bougie Smoothie and that's how you see it. When you see the big, TV and you got the music videos and you have the neon light, like I saw all of that before, I manifested it.
Did you draw like a blueprint to it or anything in this like journal that you're talking about? Or was it just more kind of just like writing down the notes?
Yeah, I was just writing down also my gratitude. I'm so happy that this is now in my life. And then that, that frequency of gratitude, that makes anything possible. But I did the same thing with my book too. I thanked God, thanked the universe for, my children's book, that it got picked up by a major publisher, which lots of people told me was not gonna happen. Lots of people told me there's no way you can get picked up by a major publisher.
I was surprised you said HarperCollins.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
That is living the dream. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah. So what? Hey, I like the way that you talk about manifestation and gratitude, visualization. These are actually things that my wife taught me, and I've learned through my own independent research. But it's not as common of a conversation as it should be, right? So where did you learn that technique, and how do you apply it on a daily basis?
Can you ask me the question one more time, please?
Yeah. So gratitude and visualization, manifestation, right? Just those practices of bringing things into existence, into being, right? So like that. It's good to hear that from you because I know how powerful it is, right? And how I've implemented it into my life versus like a scarcity mindset, right? Having an abundance, like all these things are meant for me and they already belong to me. I just have to go and get them, right? So I don't feel like a lot of people think that way or speak that way, right? So how were you introduced to that?
Okay.
And how do you apply it on a daily basis?
So how was I introduced to it? Yeah. So I was in a crazy time in my life. I was drastically changing my life, drastically changing it. I had thrown my phone with all my contacts, all of my peers. I threw it in a dumpster. Wow. I could have changed my number, but I threw it in a dumpster. Wow. I wanted to change my life.
She went all the way, right?
She did the
That's dedication.
Yes. What's the Angela Bassett? She lit on fire.
I stopped listening to rap music for a little bit because I just needed to. So anyways, I was going through some interesting things in my life, and I told you that I started selling the books, and I stumbled across a book one day. And what was it called? Creative Visualization.
I love that book.
And something told me, open the book.
Yeah, that was God. That was your angels.
And that was probably my first time. And then I read some other things, Wayne Dyer and some other things.
But not coming from that kind of background, being raised around that.
Right.
Like, how did you know that was like your truth while you were kind of like reading it and experiencing like, man, this like really resonates.
Right. So, well, it's funny because my father is not like my dad is a very, he's strict Christian, and he's not, he's not open to too many things. I grew up, as a Christian, and I still, and I go to church. But my mom, on the other hand, she's more open to things. And so I don't know, just something, So
mom planted a seed once upon a time.
Yeah, my mom.
Okay.
And that's good. That's good. Random question, but I experienced that a lot too. How you were saying your mom was more open to things, right? And I feel like just generally as a man, we can be a little closed-minded, right? Myself included. And what would you say as a woman, like what helps you to be open-minded about things? Are you open-minded? And if so, what helps?
I'm open-minded to an extent. It depends what it is to be open-minded about. Is it something that's going to hurt me, or is it something that's going to hurt other people? Then I probably won't be too open-minded. You know, it's got to feel right. And I'm finally at a point. I'm finally at a point in my life. I'm 31 years old, and I've gone through lots of different things. So I'm pretty in touch with myself, so I can tell if something feels right to me or not.
But think about 20-year-old Maya versus 30-year-old Maya, right? It's like just another stage. So 30 versus like 40, like where are you going to be at that stage in your life? You know, like this is I don't think this is nowhere near the finish line.
Right.
How much growth we have.
And speaking of growth and what's next, like what's next for Bougie Smoothie?
Okay, so we're opening a new location on Broadway. It's going to be Vegan Mob.
Broadway in Oakland?
Yes, Broadway in Oakland. And we're going to convert the bar area into Bougie Smoothie.
That's what I'm talking about. So husband and wife partnership.
Yes.
With the sharing the space of Vegan Mob and Bougie Smoothie.
So because let me just say this. As someone that used to work on Broadway, I used to work on Broadway for social services, a lot of those businesses have shut down. We know Luca's recently shut down. The Starbucks that used to be there. I mean, there's so many things. I just had lunch down there the other day.
They're just making they're making room for Bougie Smoothie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Did you guys take over one of the buildings that's now like vacated, or
it is vacated, but there's a lot of exciting things where the block that we're on, we have Cookies, we have Dope Era down the street, so we have some black-owned businesses. There's a lot of restaurants that have recently opened and bars too, so it's very active.
Sweet.
The doors open back up.
It's got to come back.
New build out. My husband wanted me to say that. New build out.
Hashtag new build out. Town business.
Town business. Y'all are definitely representing. So with that being said, we've had a great conversation today. We actually only have a few minutes left for today. But I know when y'all open that Broadway location, we definitely want to have you and Toriano in the studio. That's a visualization right there. But quick question, where can the people find you?
5646 Bay Street. We are open every single day, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. at night, except for Sunday, 11 to 6 p.m. Come check us out.
Incredible. And what about on social media? Do y'all got a website?
We have
deliveries. So
the website is www.bougiesmoothie.com. You can order from the website and come pick up. We're
Uber
also
Eats?
available DoorDash and Uber Eats.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, y'all are super serious.
Oh yeah, gotta be.
Cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
So, final words. What is something you want to leave the people with? Whether it's about health, whether it's about entrepreneurship, being a better person. What would you say?
I would say keep the positive energy. That's what I would say. That's where it all starts at. You're not gonna get very far in life if you feel guilt. If you're looking at the other people around you that are killing it and you want to compare, look at yourself. I say love yourself, and I just say do your very best and keep it positive.
Man, you heard it here first. Maya Cameron Gordon from Bougie Smoothie. Tune into us every single Thursday. This has been another incredible episode of the Anything Can Happen show. Every Thursday at ach.show at noon Pacific Standard Time. You can also listen to us on KGPC 96.9. We will see. Like, watch, subscribe, comment, share the video, tell your friends. Visit Bougie Smoothie. We'll see you next week.
Peace. That was so good.
It was pretty good.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
All right. Something that we have all our guests do before you get out of here is do a drop